Hello students, let us start with part 4 of chapter photosynthesis, and we are going to discuss today different mechanisms of photosynthesis. First experiment we will study about CB Van Niel experiment, which he performed in the year 1931. He studied on purple sulfur bacteria. He studied the process of photosynthesis in these purple sulfur bacteria. He took hydrogen sulfide, and to this hydrogen sulfide he added carbon dioxide. He illuminated hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide in presence of sunlight, and as a result he found that at the end carbohydrates were formed, water was also released, as well as sulfur was released. So what did he postulate? Here he studied that the purple sulfur bacteria, they are using the hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide, and they are synthesizing carbohydrates. Hydrogen sulfide is losing its electron, so it is undergoing oxidation. Carbon dioxide is accepting the electron, so gaining of electron, it is undergoing reduction, and carbohydrate is formed. From this experiment he concluded that your hydrogen sulfide, it is serving as an electron donor, and in higher plants instead of hydrogen sulfide, water, it serves as a hydrogen donor, electron donor. Water molecule splits up, and electrons are given to carbon dioxide to form carbohydrates, and this oxygen is released instead of sulfur. Thus, the final conclusion was that in higher plants, in green plants, water is utilized, water is split instead of hydrogen sulfide. Oxygen is evolved in place of sulfur. So this was all about Van Niel experiment. I hope you have understood this. Next experiment we are going to study is photolysis of water. Photo sunlight. Lysis breakdown of water molecule. For what? Let us see. This was proposed by Robert Hill in the year 1937. So it is also called as Hill reaction. Wonderful experiment was carried out by Robert Hill. He isolated chloroplast. These chloroplast he suspended in water. Now he saw that this sample of chloroplast suspended in water, no carbon dioxide traces will be there. He saw that there is no carbon dioxide trace in the experiment. He illuminated this in sunlight, and he used certain electron acceptors like ferric salts. Ferricyanide is a type of ferric salts. So these electron acceptors were taken in the medium. At the end of the reaction, it was found that lot of oxygen was evolved, and also ferric salts had converted to form ferrous salts. So what was the conclusion? What did he postulate from that? He studied that, he saw that this water molecule might have split up. It might have split up to give electrons and oxygen gas, and these electrons are accepted by these ferric salts. Ferric salts are then converted into ferrocyanide, and oxygen is evolved. So this experiment by Robert Hill proves that splitting of water molecule takes place to give out oxygen and not carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide does not split up, but it is splitting up of water, photolysis of water, which releases the oxygen. The source of evolved oxygen must be from water and not from carbon dioxide. I hope you also have followed that water is splitting up to give out oxygen, and the electrons which are released from this splitted water are accepted by the ferric salts to form ferrous salts. This observation directly proves that hydrogen here, electrons which are coming from water are added to the ferric salts in this experiment to convert them to ferrous salts, and photolysis of water, because of breakdown of water in presence of sunlight, oxygen gases evolved. Electrons for the reduction of carbon dioxide are obtained from water. So these two important conclusions were drawn from photolysis of water. I again repeat students in simple words, water, it splits up to form hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen, basically we are talking here about the electrons. These electrons are accepted by some acceptors, and then what is formed from it? This carbohydrates are formed, whereas oxygen gas is evolved out. The next experiment was performed by Rubin and Kamen and co-workers in 1941. They confirmed that oxygen evolved during photosynthesis comes from splitting up of water only. They used the chlorella for the experiment, and he used water which was labeled with heavy isotope of oxygen. That is water, H2O, oxygen isotope was used. He studied that when carbon dioxide was exposed with water and sunlight was illuminated with sunlight, carbon dioxide accepted the electron, it underwent reduction, water split up and underwent oxidation, carbohydrate was formed, water is formed, and oxygen, which is evolved, it contained these uh, isotope of oxygen. This proves that oxygen is coming by splitting up of water and not by splitting of carbon dioxide. Thus, the oxygen evolved contains heavy isotope of oxygen, thereby proving that Van Niel's hypothesis that oxygen evolved in the photosynthesis comes from water and not from carbon dioxide. So, students, I hope you have understood all the three experiments, which proves that always splitting up of water takes place, oxidation of water occurs, carbon dioxide accepts the electrons to form carbohydrate. In next video, we are going to discuss about different types of photosystems. Thank you.